Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video and a very exciting update when it comes to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and those of you that prefer to do your game buying over at GOG. While KCD2 will not be available on GOG day one, it will be coming to GOG sometime this spring. The GOG page is officially up, and I knew this caused quite a bit of concern as far as what kind of online DRM would there be on the basis that this game wasn't available on GOG. And in fact, Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 was like one of the more popular games on GOG. Like, that's one of those games that I feel like a lot of people go towards in terms of buying it. We don't have any like post or anything like that as far as insight into exactly when it'll be coming, but it is officially live. The page, I should say, the page to buy the game at GOG. So that is great to hear. But if it is spring, that'll probably be sometime in April, May, I would imagine. So if you are trying to play the game day one, that'll be available on Steam. And I'd be remiss if I don't give our friends over at Green Man Gaming a mention, as they do have the Steam copy of the game a little bit cheaper. It is 15% off for XP members for $51. The Gold Edition is also 15% off for $68. You will get a Steam key for it, and if you're not an XP member, you can use the promo code JAN15. That is JAN15, and you'll save the 15%. However, again, that is for a Steam copy of the game. If you are looking forward to the GOG copy of the game, it just being available over there, to me, that's a really great sign in terms of them listening to their consumer base, and at the same time, just building goodwill with the audience. I feel like KCD2 has a lot of goodwill right now, and it not being released on GOG was one of those things that I was just like, okay, that's a little bit strange that that's not happening. Again, on the basis that KCD1 is one of the more popular games on GOG. Like, if you look at the games that go on sale on GOG and then people often pick up, I believe it's usually in the top sellers list as well. KCD 2, I feel like, is always in the mix. KCD 1 is always in the mix, and you would expect that KCD 2 would do fairly well on GOG as well. I have a lot of thoughts on KCD 2. I have been playing it. I was sent a copy of the game a while ago. They're actually giving the previewers and the reviewers a lot of time to sink their teeth into the game, play the game before the reviews and everything go live, which is ideal. Like, a lot of the times I've gotten pre-release copies of big games like literally 3 days before the release of the game, and it's like, obviously I always appreciate it, but how good of a overview can I do? Since I'm not really a game reviewer, I give my thoughts on everything, but I'm not gonna go in the weeds as far as breaking everything down. But it would be nice to get a little bit of a little bit of lead time, especially for a game as gargantuan as KCD2 is. Let me say, and I've said this in previous videos, while KCD2, you can enjoy it as its own RPG. Mechanically, thematically, it's got so many cool elements to it that I think a lot of people, even if you didn't play KCD1, you can really enjoy it. However, the narrative focus of this game is a major element of the game, and if you are into a quality narrative, I would really recommend you to know what happens in Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Now, we are about a week and change away from the release of the game. I don't think it's a great idea to go and play through the first one at this point. First of all, I can say this, the second game is so much better than the first game that, yes, the first game is amazing for what it is, the amount of depth in content. However, it is incredibly janky. And I'm not saying KCD2 doesn't have a bit of that jank in it, but I'll talk about it more in the future. That I will just say this, it is so much of a better game that, I tried to circle back. I was playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and I was like, okay, like, the story of the first game isn't completely fresh to me, so I wanted to go back and play the first game again, because they gave me so much time that I was like, I think I can do a rushed playthrough of the first game again, and then go to the second game and still have enough time to do everything. And going back and playing the first game was just absolutely jarring, and If you want to go back and play it, by all means you can do that. However, you probably just don't have enough time at this point, where the game is coming out on February the 4th. Like, you just don't have that much time. There are a bunch of story recaps on YouTube. There's one that's like 8 minutes long, and it gives you a good insight into the overview of the story of the first game. Just go watch that at the very least. Like, that's going to give you a lot of insight, and it won't be perfect, obviously. There's a lot of attention to detail in the game, and, you know, I'll talk about that more in the future. But you should at least have a general idea of the first game, and I think that'll ultimately make you enjoy the game even more. But, you know, that's my 2 cents on that. If narrative isn't a big focus of, you know, your gaming experience, if you can just take the story for what it is, you could still enjoy the story, you could still have a great time with the game, because I feel like KCD2, what people are really gonna enjoy about the game is the nuance, is the depth. Once again, much like the first game, there's so much depth to the game, and that a decision here can just transpire into some wild stuff happening, and that'll keep you busy for hours on end. Like, that's really cool, where the decision making in Kingdom Come Deliverance, I feel like, has actual real consequence. And that was a big element of the first game, where you were really just left to your own devices, and you could tackle situations in a wide variety of ways. You know, it's really cool how they execute that, and I feel like that's done even better and with more scale in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where the consequences of your decision making, and that's an imperative. There are so many games that do have decision making and choices to make throughout, but you don't feel actual consequence. With Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, it feels like the decisions you make throughout the game have actual consequence, and that was the case in the first game as well. So it's not exclusive to the second game. I just feel like the second game ramps that up even more as far as the consequence having impact. But yeah, if you do pre-order the game, you will also receive the bonus quest, the Lion's Crest. That'll be available day one. And do also remember that with the gold edition of the game, you do get a season pass and 3 future expansions as well. So you'll get bonus content as far as that's concerned. They did that with Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 as well, and it ultimately got baked into the Royal Edition. But yeah, definitely this is going to be one of the bigger games, and there's a lot of games coming out in February, but if you're picking up KCD2, honestly, you could probably push a lot of those games to the side, because KCD2 is going to keep you busy for quite a while. Like, this is going to be a game that you can sink a lot of hours into, and if you're familiar with the first game, yeah, that shouldn't be too big of a surprise. Again, while the GOG release will not be happening day one, it will be happening sometime in the spring, so it's nice to see that. But if you do want to play the game day one, again, go on over to Green Man Gaming, get the game a little bit cheaper, 15% off with an XP membership, or just use the promo code JAN15, that's JAN15. But that'll do it for me. One of the hotly anticipated games of the year will be coming in just over a week. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.